everybody, and welcome to Valentine Cupcakes. It's Valentine's Day, cupcakes, Valentine's Day, they kind of go hand in hand, and I figured what a great thing to make for your friends and your family to share. So here's some of the ones that I did for you, but you're going to be getting a bunch of supplies that you can do your own creations, and I bet yours are going to be even nicer than mine. So here's some of the things that you got, everything from sprinkles to jelly beans to gummies to fudge M&Ms. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know they look like peanut M&Ms. They are not peanut M&Ms, they are fudge M&Ms, okay? All right, so let's get started. Let's start with the hardest one first. So I'm gonna start with the love bug, okay? So you had to have your cupcakes already prepared and some of the other supplies that you're going to have to get. I have bowls. You can use bowls to put your ingredients in. You're also going to need a spatula, anything like this, or a butter knife is fine for spreading your frosting. You are going to need a pair of scissors. These are food safe scissors, not just regular scissors, so that you can cut your licorice later, and you're also going to need it to cut your marshmallow later, okay? And I've already provided a plastic disposable pastry bag for you that you're going to be needing, okay? So let's start with that because we're going to need to fill this so that we can get ready to make our little love bug, okay? So this is a pastry bag, and it's opened on one side, and it is not cut on the other side yet, but I'm gonna show you where you're gonna be cutting it, okay? So you're gonna take your pastry bag and fold it over, and this sometimes takes a little bit of time to make a cuff. And then what I do is I take my hands inside, and I make sure that it's all nice and flat, okay? So it looks like, oops, it looks like that, okay? Now what I'm going to do is start filling, and then I'll cut the bottom. So I tuck my hand underneath the cuff like that. I'll show you again, okay? I made my cuff. I tuck my hand underneath so that my thumb is on one side and my fingers are on the other side, and they basically make the letter L, okay, when you look at it, all right? Now I'm gonna take, and I need chocolate to do this, so I'm gonna take my chocolate frosting, and I'm gonna take a good amount, and I'm gonna press it against my fingers or against my thumb. I'm gonna show you both ways, okay? And I can press it against my thumb like that, okay? All right, and I really don't need too much because I already know it doesn't take too much to make that love bug. So I'm gonna take it now and open up that cuff so that now it's flat again, just like the way we started, okay? And I'm gonna take an area on the table to press that down. So I use like the back of my hand, the side of my hand to push it down. And then I'm gonna take my scissor, and I'd say about maybe half an inch in, I'm gonna cut like that, okay? So that's about the opening. You see that? Okay? So now when I press down, it's gonna move down and be ready to use. I'm gonna set this aside for now and show you the next step, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take my cupcake, and what I need to do to make my love bug is to make a little area of white first. So I'm gonna take some of the white frosting. Now, whenever I'm frosting a cupcake, I make sure I always start with a cleaned off spatula. I take a little bit on the tip. I place it on the cupcake like that. I clean off my spatula again on the edge of the container, edge of the bowl, okay? And now very gently, I'm going to go around, and I'm slowly turning my hands. And you can have either vanilla cupcakes or chocolate cupcakes. That doesn't matter. Whatever you like, you make. And you go all the way around so that the surface area is completely covered. And I thought, Valentine's Day. And I always clean off my spatula so that I'm ready for my next frosting, so the next cupcake. And I leave my spatula there. I'm gonna take some of these nice little sprinkles, and I'm gonna just put a little bit. I'm not putting a ton on here, but I'm just putting a little bit on there, just because I think it looks pretty with a little bit of the pink and the red. Now I'm gonna start making my love bug, okay? So I'm gonna work on a surface, on a plate, whatever works for you. And I'm gonna take that bag that I had prepared. I'm gonna squish the top part like that. So now all the frosting is there. With my other hand, I'm gonna grab it like that. I don't take two hands and squeeze. I'm just gonna squeeze with this one hand. And I'm gonna start with the little stinger. And I'm gonna squeeze until I make a little circle like that. I'm gonna take one of my Hershey Kisses, unwrap it, okay? And I'm gonna put my stinger right there, okay? So my stinger's ready. Now I need to do the rest, okay? So now I'm gonna take my pastry bag again, squeezing just with this one hand. I'm gonna start right where the stinger ended right there, and I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna make kind of circles like this, okay? And I'm gonna stop right there, okay? And now I'm gonna put on my eyes first because I find that that's sometimes the easiest way to do it. So I'm gonna put one eye on there, and I do push it in a little because I don't want it to fall off. I'm gonna put the other eye there. There's two eyes. Oh, so cute. Already looking so cute. Well, he needs wings. So we're gonna take our marshmallow. Let me get the other things out of the way. And I cut a slice. This is the round part of the marshmallow. You're gonna cut a slice like this, okay? And there's one of your wings. And I'm just gonna stick it right on the side, wherever you wanna put it, okay? And you can either cut another slice, or I sometimes just go to the other side. It's a little less sticky. And again, I'm cutting about maybe 1/4 of an inch, like that. But out of this one, I could probably get at least 2 more wings if I wanted to, okay? And so then I stick the wings in. Okay, now he needs his antenna. So I'm gonna take the Twizzler. I gave you guys a twisty Twizzler. Take one of those off like this, okay? And then you're going to decide how long you wanna make those antennae. I'm gonna make these a little bit longer. This is where you need your scissors again. I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna make sure I have 2 that are the same length. And while I'm at it, I'm going to stick them right in here like that. Oh my gosh, he's already looking adorable. And so what if they go wacky, right? They're just antenna. Why not give him a little nose? Let's cut off another little bit, okay? And I'm doing this from this side, so I'm hoping I'm putting it in the right place, but hopefully his nose right there. There you go. And there's your love bug. Okay, so that's one of the hardest ones that I showed you, but let's do some of the other ones. And again, this is where your creativity can go crazy, okay? So I'm gonna take another cupcake. Let me just clear off my area. Take another cupcake, and let's do this one here. And actually, some of them are very similar. So again, clean spatula. Take some right on the tip of your spatula. Place it in the middle, okay? Wipe off your spatula. Now spread the frosting around. And I'm taking my time, spreading it so that I only get it on the cupcake and not too much all over the sides of the paper, but if it does, it's okay. It still tastes delicious. Okay, and then I kind of make a swirl on top. There we go. Okay, so now again, I wipe it off so it's ready for the next time. And I think we'll start with this one. So I need sprinkles. And to do this technique, you hold it at an angle and you just kind of throw these sprinkles on one side. Okay, so you just kind of go around and you keep going around, and that just puts the sprinkles on the side. If you were doing something bigger, you would use your whole hand, but you could just use your fingers. Okay, all right, there we go. Okay, so now I have a little border. And now for this one, I decided to put one of these. These are actually gobstoppers. Okay, so there you go. Those are one of those hard candies. Okay, so that's that one there. Another one that I did was this one. And the way that I did that is I covered it the same way. I put some of the little hearts around it, and I put one of the gummy hearts in the middle. Okay. Another one that I did was this one, where I use chocolate frosting, because I like chocolate. And then I just kind of made like a flower in the middle with these. But again, you can make it as creative as you want. I could take this and say, put some of these hearts around it too if I wanted to, right? I could add more detail if I wanted to. It's really up to you. These are your creations. And so you're gonna make it whichever way you want to, okay? But you could see how I could do that and add more if I want to. If you want to keep it plainer, you keep it plainer. Okay, so that's another thing you could do. Over here, I made the same border as I did here with a little bit of the sprinkles, and I added the M&Ms, the fudge M&Ms, and then inside I put the heart sprinkles. You also have jelly beans, so that's something else that we can do. So I'll take, let me see, I think I'm gonna make this one white. Oops, a little bit too much. And really, it's up to you. You use your imagination. If there's something that you really like and you want to put it on that cupcake, then you go for it. Because ultimately, these are going to be something that you're going to share with someone you care about, okay? So here I have a whole bunch of all reds and pink jelly beans. So you could even just go around and make it just look like a whole, like a circle of just those going around, if you like. Maybe I'll put the pink one in the middle. You could make it look like a smiley face, I just realized too. Actually, I could, couldn't I? All right, I'm gonna make that into a smiley face. Here we go. As I'm doing it, I'm realizing, wow, look at that. That kind of looks like a smile with a nose. And let's give him, actually, look at this. Let's give him 2 heart eyes. So there you go, okay? So you could see how you guys could just be as creative as you want. Whatever you want to do, you can. Enjoy making cupcakes for Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed this project. Again, this is Mrs. Boshnack from Harborfields Public Library Children's Room. Take care, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.